Hey booktubers, I'm here today to do a book haul for you, which I have not done in a very long time, simply because I have not been buying very many physical books. I know some of you wanted me to start doing hauls for what I get for my Kindle, and I might actually start doing that. But today I'm here to talk about 7 books. I got 1 at Target and the rest I got at Books A Million this past Monday. Now, this first book I actually grabbed on my way up to the checkout at Books A Million. It was in the bargain section. And it's a book that I've wanted to read for quite a while. Now, a little known fact about yours truly. If I really want a book, like a physical copy of a book, I don't usually have a problem paying $20 for a hardcover. However, when I'm buying something for my Kindle, unless it's one of my absolute favorite must-read authors, I very rarely will pay more than $8 or $9 for a book. And when I do, I usually bitch about it continuously. So I think the first time I saw this, it was listed on Amazon at like $13, and I was like, hell no. Um, so when I saw it for $3 at Books A Million and a hardcover, I just couldn't pass it up. So it is Think of a Number by John Viardon, and it is a mystery about a detective named Dave Gurney who is investigating a case where the killer begins sending these very complex, sort of strange riddles to the victim's family, and the only person who's really able to make sense of any of the clues is this Dave Gurney guy, because he's got some monster brain power going on upstairs. And I just thought it sounded really cool and different, and yeah, and as you can see, this is actually used to be a library book, which I didn't know Books A Million sold library books, but it's in really good condition, so I'm not going to complain. So there's that. Now, this one was sort of an impulse buy. This is the one that I got at Target. I've never read anything by this person before, but I thought I would give this a try. And it is Between the Lines by Jodi Picoult. Forgive me if I'm mangling her name. You know me and names. Jodi Picoult and her daughter, Samantha Van Leer. And the concept of this book is, what if the characters in your favorite books and fairy tales were alive inside the story? And each and every time somebody read the story, the characters would have to go through each scenario and conversation and everything and just repeatedly have to go through the same thing over and over and over again each time somebody read the book. And there's a character in this fairy tale named Prince Oliver who somehow manages to fall in love with this real girl who reads the fairy tale over and over again. And he decides he wants to sort of break out of his story and live in the real world so he can be with this girl. And it just sounded really unique and interesting. And the two things that sort of sealed the deal for me on buying this book is the fact that there's these really cool illustrations throughout the book. I'm not sure how well that's coming up. And each person is told from multiple points of view. And each person, when they have their chapter, has a different color font. Like, Oliver's is blue. It's probably not coming up on the screen, but take my word for it, it's blue. And then Delilah is the girl, and hers is green. Yeah, so it's just something different. And yeah, so this looks really cute. Hopefully be reading this one soon. Okay, the next 2 books I got are both by the same author, and I actually read part of the first book. It was one of those things where I downloaded the sample and I really liked it, but I just never got around to buying the actual book. And it is Love Unscripted, Love Unrehearsed by Tina Reber. This book is like huge. It's almost 600 pages long. I had no idea it was that long. This book is about a movie star, the biggest movie star on the planet, and his name is Ryan Christensen, who is modeled after Robert Pattinson, down to every little facet of what he looks like and his personality, pretty much, in my opinion, anyway. There may be others who disagree with me, but anyway. And he goes to this little town, and he's filming the next movie in this multi-million-dollar blockbuster series he's part of. And one day he is literally running down the street trying to escape all of his fangirls and the paparazzi. And he runs into this bar, and it's owned by a girl named Taryn. and he sort of barricades himself in this bar, and the bar is closed, and it's just him, and it's just Ryan and Taryn, and they spend this afternoon together, and um, she knows nothing about him except what she sees like in magazines. She's never seen any of his movies, and he finds that very um, endearing and different because she seems to think he's interesting and wants to be with him for him and not for his image on the screen. And it's a really, it's supposed to be a really sweet love story. And like I said, I downloaded the sample and it sounded really cool. And I know a lot of my friends on Goodreads, this is one of their favorite series. And I especially like the fact that it's only 2 books and that the series is done, because I am reading way too many series that I just leave me with a cliffhanger and I have to wait like a year and a half for the next book. So it's nice to have the entire series before I actually start reading it. So yeah. Okay, so the last 3 books are again all by the same author, and anybody who watched my last reading update video is probably going to be really surprised to see that I bought these books, but I don't know what happened. I started this book, the first book, a long time ago, and I continually had to put it down because the lead female character was just driving me crazy. But something happened, and when I got to the 30% mark, I just got sucked into this story. So much so that I just decided that I needed to own the actual paperback versions of these books. So I went to Books A Million on Monday with the express purpose of buying this series, and it is The Thoughtless series by S.C. Stevens. And this is the first book. The second book is Effortless. And the third book, which actually just came out yesterday, but Books A Million started selling it early. I think they started selling it last Friday, and it's Reckless. So yeah. And these books are about a girl who, again, I created a shelf on Goodreads just for her called Too Stupid to Live, but her name is Kira, and she moves across country with her boyfriend, her perfect Australian hunky boyfriend named Denny. He gets a job, and they end up moving in with his old friend Kellen Kyle, who yes, yeah, he's a rock star, a local rock star, and a singer and a guitar player. And when Denny ends up going out of town for work, Kellen and Kara end up getting closer, and it turns into this big drama-filled love triangle. And it's 550 pages. The first book is 550 pages of angst. And normally I hate angst, but damn it if I haven't gotten completely addicted to this series. I mean, seriously, I'm on page 355 of the first book, and I am completely, hopelessly addicted. So, yeah, there you have it. Those are the books that I got. And we are having a really bad storm outside, and the lights keep flickering, and I'm hoping that I'm actually able to get this video uploaded before the lights go out. So, anyway, if any of you would like to see reviews of some of the books that I talked about, let me know in the comment section. If you have any questions or comments, as usual, show me some love. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Hi to all my new subscribers. And until next time, you guys, I will talk to you later, and happy reading.